Hello and welcome to Rex Transformer Collection yet again. Thank you for joining me for this instance of the catalog. As promised, we have Scourge, somebody from the '86 movie who's blue and was later a Target Master but now is a Titan Master. As you can see, we're showing kind of close so we can see some details. See if you can look at that sculpt. Those tampographics on the legs are really nice. Not the stickers, but the tampographics. That's what we have here. And on the back side, mainly just a bunch of kibble. But Scourge, as he ever was, is something of a shelf warmer. Not a shelf warmer, although in my local area he is that as well. That's why I managed to pick one up even. But he is formed, or his vehicle mode rather, is formed basically by a shell. And you fold up his robot bits inside of the shell. A lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but there is a portion of people who do not like shell formers at all. They think that you should have your parts be integrated. Like, for example, on almost any car, the back half of the car, like the back windshield, are going to be their legs or possibly their arms, but it's going to be some part that isn't just a shell that folds over. But nothing wrong with this. I got this so that I could eventually have the team of Cyclonus, Scourge, and Galvatron. Still missing that Cyclonus because Combiner Wars Cyclonus isn't the easiest to find nowadays without spending a whole lot of money. Or more than I really want to spend on a Cyclonus that isn't going to be a torso of an actual Combiner. Or was he a limb? I forget. I don't research the toys that I don't have. So, well, more than usual. I do spend an inordinate amount of time on tfwiki. But without too much ado, let's see what we've got going on here. This is a nice weapon, because not only is it your typical Titan Master weapon, but he has a third piece, comes off and plugs in. Typical Titan Master has slot for the feet, 5mm peg. Fun times are had by all. I want to point out about, come on now focus, this head sculpt here. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Shoop, 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 shoop. There we go. This is a nice little piece right here. It actually raises and lowers. But we'll lower it so that we can transform and show the detail on this little dude. I unfortunately forget the name of this guy. It's Scourge's head monster partner. I mean, would they call him Fracas? I'm not certain. It'd be weird if they called him Fracas because he went from being a target master to a headmaster, and there are enough Fracases as it is. Here I am pulling this thing out of frame. Shoot, shoot. Now, I need to go back a little bit more. Now let's go ahead and start with this transformation. This isn't a difficult one. As you can see, Scourge is a smaller size class than what we've been working with aside from my 2 entries in the Universe line. Huh. I never noticed that about his fist. His trigger fingers are sculpted a little bit forward. But anyway, speaking of trigger fingers, let's fold these away. Because the arms aren't going to be doing a whole lot of anything. We'll go ahead and push them up. They're on a kind of a lever joint in there that goes up and down. Most of the transformation happens down here in the legs. You'll note that the legs are very big actually. The back side of the foot is normally something I would consider the front, but the way the knee bends doesn't support that. And the way the transformation works means that those do have to be the back, but it gives a lot more support for opposing them, which is really good. Okay, we got the feet folded up. Let's go ahead and open up this stuff. And here comes the fun part. Extendo pelvis. Not only that, but we're going to flip it around. Turn his legs facing inward and fold them back so they fit into the recessions. Did I flip them around the wrong way? You know, that is a shame. I had them twisted around the right way the first time. This whole flipping gimmick right here is a little bit unnecessary because the legs already have that rotation. So it works better when I stay it on frame. So yeah, the legs already rotate. There's no real reason for this extendo pelvis to swivel unless it's some sort of thing about the design. I haven't actually taken apart that joint to see exactly how it is that it works. We've got tabs and slots, as is common on the legs, to peg them together. Make sure we got all of them. Alright, now here comes the fun part. Here there is a slot, and the matching tab is here. So you just fit that in there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You do the same for this side. Now, and yes, these two plates are going to stay open on the bottom. You'll note that there's a slot here and another slot here in the shoulder. Those are going to match up with the tabs on the wings. So, we'll go ahead and fold them flush first. And then, it always works better if you go for the leg first, because that is the one that has the least desire to stay in its proper peg hole. There we are. Well, I'm way off frame, but this is Scourge's vehicle mode, which actually isn't too bad considering. I mean, it's a fairly good space boat. Furthermore, this cockpit actually opens, which allows you to insert your Titan Master. No, if I could fit this foot in the slot, we'd get somewhere. There we go. Now we also have this fun little thing. The reason why this even separates from the others is it forms the iconic thingamadoodle. It sits on the back of his blaster like so. And then, of course, we would just take the weapon and peg it into its hole. And there you have it. You have a fully transformed Scourge. That is a nice looking vehicle mode. It's not even that too terrible from the bottom. I mean, you do see a torso and some arms, but the back isn't even all that bad. You see the neck socket. But this is the direction that we're going to be always looking at it, of course, from the top and the front. Nice little space boat. Nothing wrong with Scourge. Really enjoyable character. He was a lot more fun before they got a hold of him, the headmasters, and him and Cyclonus became Rocksteady and Bebop. But, hey, you can't have everything, can you? Well, I promised it would be a lot shorter, and it is. we are already done. I'm tempted just to reconfigure them as I sit here and give you hints about the next upload. Oh, who is going to be next? There are so many to choose from because I'm going in chronological order, but some of them came the same day. We got Scourge here. We have 3 choices. I think, I'm not too sure, but I think that I would like for this pelvis to go in. Did I discover there was some sort of... Let's stick his head on just for funsies. I guess we could get another of my least favorites out of the way. Yeah, we'll go that way. Okay, so next we're going to have another triple changer. This one, to be honest, I don't even know why I bought, but I bought them. He's not a Decepticon. He featured prominently in one of the worst animated episodes of the Generation 1 cartoon. Scale is a 4-letter word to this fellow. Any other clues I can give without being too specific? He's not got much of a personality. I don't know. I might not do him because being one of my least favorite ones, I'm going to have to probably look at the instructions. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and go with them. Why not? This terrible alt mode. But he does have a good robot mode again. Titans Returns. Alrighty, well, I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope this is of some use to you.